Revelio. A Daedalian key. Wonder where it might lead me. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Off on another adventure, are we? There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Yes. An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means. Revelio. 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 Accio.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I bet it unlocks our house chest. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room and heard there are also in the other common rooms. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor house chest.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. Revelio.
Very good.
Revelio. Guess what? Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Incendio.
Revelio.
Revelio. Protego.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello. Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
I should be going now. Thank you.
What are we looking for today? That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Nice doing business with you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Incendio! Revelio. Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
what you did! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've
Rebellion.
not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one.
How many times are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones, sir.
Revelio.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
Revelio. 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 What do you have in store for me this time? Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. 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 Accio. Revelio.
Some of them. Oh, Black hadn't cancelled it. We wouldn't be looking at that. Hey you, Gryffindor.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Gryffindor.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Made it! Excellent! Could have done better. Did it! Brilliant! This is rather fun. Brilliant! Made it! No success there.
Glad to see I'm still the reigning champion. But what say you? Want to try again?
Ready when you are. Did it! This'll take some getting used to. Brilliant. This is rather fun. Made it! Ah. Did it! Good, I've got this.
That's not. You must have cheated. Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke, whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
There you are. The Cross Wands duelist to beat. I never thought someone would ever best Imelda's time.
She's been the top.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
stand for that.
But if I said it was for its...
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, well, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes, and then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkin so that he'd tell me how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map
Так,
chamber.
привет.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear
Привет на стриме.
on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Сука, квестить це капець, короче, вже повторичним квестом ласий ласти.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the
Проходили цю гру?
your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have
Да, причому вони тут діалоги вони вичурені, тобто по-джентльменськи всі розмовляють. Уважаємий там і так далі.
They may be completed only by one with our ability.
Але що тут цікаво, що тут, якщо ти вчиш англійську мову, на англійську мову, то тут субтитрами може непогано підтягувати теж. Тому що англійська дикція, вона чиста, і слова говорять дуже чисто, вони дуже правильно, ну, не як американська. Тому американська дуже дивно це все говорять. Тяжко буває розібрати, а в англійській дикції, кожне слово, воно звучить. Вот, поэтому можна вчити, как бы, если знаєш якийсь словарний запас, то це, як воно звучить, це можна це все якраз.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Так що ми граємо цю гру і заодно підтягуємо англійську мову. Так, це ого, що далеко йти. Нам десь треба трохи передвинутись. Так, ходспіна. Карта світу. Це, я розумію, що це така... Я не думаю, що це вся карта. Наверно, ще щось відкриється потім далі. Так, що у нас тут? Це куди? Іспитання реклами. Тут свічок немає. Скоріше всього, що я тут ще не був. Ні, там ще не був. Треба на своїх топати. Давай підемо від цього. Свічки, типа, місце системи телепорту. Ну тут, в принципе, стал світ красивий, то есть там всякие задачки. Вони дуже красиво виглядять. Магія все таке. Як кажеться, ця гра дає щось, якісь нові емоції, якісь нові візуальні емоції в краї. Якщо не геймплейні, то візуальні. З геймплейної сторони тут теж є до чого придратися, є багато деталей, які я б покращив. Наприклад, їхала тачка, але я не міг вилізти на цю тачку, типу, щоб під'їхати до місця призначення. А може це було б зробити. Тому мені подобається, наприклад, ігри з японських, для Capcom, Nintendo, там дуже багато деталей є в іграх. Опять же, навігацію вони так і не пофіксили нормально. Все тягнеться до дорог. Може круги були ну почему-то вони висоти ці не вчитують, що вона буде скоротити путь. Так, це що за сундук? Ой, щось новеньке можна вдіти. Щось получше. Система снаряги. В принципі, теж нічого нового. Більше левел, більше цих а-ля Assassin's Creed. Мантія для одиночок. От. На метлі можна літати, тільки там це можна літати, тобто це... Тут я можу літати? О, тут я можу літати. О, прикольно, це можна пішком ходити. Так, що у нас тут? У нас тут враги є, зараз буде битва. Зараз буде битва. Охотники. Ого, мені так пробили так хорошо. Ага. Куда ты стреляешь? Ого. А ты тише. Дай мне щось скастувати хоча б. Просто з собою розберемося, блядь. Ага, це не може бути, так? Там... А що ж вас тут так багато, га? Ого, сука, їх тут. Ну там пару чоловік, а там банда, блін. А я ж відійшов в сторону був. Все, погиб. Щось їх дуже багато було. Прям толпень. Я думаю, там пару человек. Ну ладно, сейчас мы с ним разберемся, только аккуратно якось. Что?
You'll need to be quicker than that. Expulso! Quite conductive, aren't we? Expulso! Expulso!
Ну вот и все, разобрался. Трохи жестче с ним повисло и все. Это слишком мягко. Я паче думаю, тут багато. Більш лайтово з ними сражався. Так, що у нас тут? Так, мішок якийсь. Хай він чимось нападає асасінки, де буде. Вообще, якось ігри візуально красиві, а геймплей нам трудно напоминають. Так, це що за сундук? Так, що у нас тут далі? Лагерь, да, весь уже обчистив. Ні, щось там ще є. Що там ще є? Колекція обновлення зв'язування. Що за зв'язування? Ладно, йдемо далі. У нас є таска. Так, сюди я не вийду, да? Так, тут у нас якраз вогник. Так, нові шмоточки. Так, це у нас полевлений підход наший. Слабша. Теж слабша. Якусь паличку пожорстче. Тут он сейчас сажается, включить. А, тут сундуки, да, у нас? Прикольно. Что за кентавра? Show me your pass. Show me your pass. Кентавр якийсь з ним сразу щось цікаве. Защитники леса. Уже пошла. Так, нам наверх потрібно, щоб внизу сундук. Забрали якісь перчатки круті нові. Добре. Не знаю, ты якось можна зробити, щоб типа предмети лучше, типа в магазині надівались. Оце не ходить.
Revelio.
Так, це як це? Я наверх потрібно власти чи що? Непонятно ніфіга. Тут ще якась фігня. Ось таке. І що з ними робити? А що з ними робити? І свічні бігають. А це що? Окей. Окей. Так, це що, сажаються розвідчики банди, да, сажають? Давай.
Revelio. Incendio.
Так, можно залазиться быстро и внутри. Если только надо. Можна залізти на трохи. А що з цим робити, не розумію? І смішні. Так, нам потрібно йти, куди нам потрібно йти. Вон, це ще на час пропасти. Так, це треба якось спуститися, правильно? І якось вибратися. Левиоса. Так, тут я можу спуститися? Якесь секретне діло. Если по своим корням. Отлично. И все. А там что? Какие кучки? Ще песлі чи що? Мішочки ще є.
Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
Так, сюди. Як тут вилізти? Це дійство. Що таке? Ну, боїться огня, да? Пойдемо. А, вони тільки вогня і бояться, да? Нахер. Смотри на них. Звучку устроили. Зловоние мертвецов. Так. Też to przecież oryk. Wszyscy mogą сражаться уже. Дайте мне як выбраться наверх. Я просто выйти. Так, у нас там ще проблема, да?
Practically swimming in galleons. You may want to see.
Да блин, я скучил кое-что. Видите, горняк 60 чек, нифига себе. Тут что у нас? Я живу прям возле места этой эпохи.
Revelio.
Проблема пауков, понял. Уничтожим их все. Что прикол? Так, ладно, бегать уже то, что нужно сделать. Уже странно развернемся.
Your way to pit upon board. Revelio. Revelio.
Давай, это уже супер позитивно, понял.
What was that?
Revelio.
Так. С вами потом разбираемся. Сначала задача.
Intriguing case, Sanbakar's tower.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Revelio.
Touch your helm.
Quickly now.
Так, там язык меня. Что за сексуальный талюс? Финдо, Умбарто. Не понял.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Wszystkie podejście stosy. Можно знать, что такое ЦЦ. Это эксперимент. Анимацию запинаю. Запомнить все.
I suppose we could charge right into their mist.
Так я не понял, что заклинание накастовать. Анимацию заклинания.
Afraid to fight.
Revelio.
Get this over. Rather a boy coming back this way.
Incendio.
You don't know who you're playing. Something's up. No!
Я вам всех раз был, ну там якийсь канал працює, кстати, але я не можу. Не знаю, що це таке.
Revelio.
Це грестом моментом операцию ловилась трансформация контроля. Да, это заклинание даже. Так, непонятно фига.
Revelio.
Так что мы тут шукаем? Зловити ми не можемо.
Revelio.
Так, як це її исследовать? Присутствие огня.
Revelio.
Що я повинен тут зробити? Ну что, ты ведь ці башни, чи що? Я их это должен попасть. В цю башню. Там закрыто. Ну, добре, ми спустимся сюди. Может, якийсь дальний проход есть. Два ожидания прохода. Мне показывай обратно идти. Странно. Ценнейший проход. Ничего не понятно. Добрые шутки, ты сюда. Ты сюда. Так что тут речка. Ты даже не придашь, придашь. Ничего нема. Речка. Можно питання все розслідувати. Що за бред? Якісь письмена, чи... А, вот якісь письмена. Почти башня все вокруг. Вот це воно. Морские бумажки надо шукать. Что? О, опять серьезно. О, кому команду? Вот и все.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow. Let's head inside. Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Прикольно.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
О, до речі. Це давайте. Депульсація, понятно.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Если ты не замок, я тоже открываю. Что за хрень? Ну сюда, я перешел сюда, что я хочу. Что такое робить? Следы. Ну, я нашел среди три внимания дальше. Где-то не ходят, сюда. Да зайти, квадрат.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
Revelio.
Must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Портал.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Так что нам сражаться. Вот ты все набрал, да? Да выкидай, ну я же что сделал. Неудобно. Да блин, ты можешь выйти теперь? Не бойся, с тобой разбираемся. Czy to, co ty, no? No tak. To tu.
Revelio.
Się nabroniał.
These look familiar.
Revelio.
More statues.
Я навіть скочити буду.
Not making this easy on me.
Понятно. Так я, кстати, твой портал же с открытым заходом. Типа закрыто? Прикольно, прикольно. Теперь будет...
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Там проход. Та, блін, ну що ж ти робиш, та? Tak, добре, як тобі зв'язати? Техніка якась на тоді?
I'll never get used to these floors.
Revelio.
Все до стола. Та як не достаєте, а? Куди ти випусти, га? Там ще остався.
Revelio.
Так, куди мені йти? Зверху я прийшов. Здесь... Угу. Если туда, то что там?
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Куда ты попрыгаешь? робить те, що їй не потрібно робити. Так ты подашь, да? Понятно. Так я подумал. Ну що мені робити тут? Цікаво. Просто цікаво. А, все понял. Вот так. О. Куда? Тихіше. Тут опять битва, я же должен разобрать. Ну, ще 5 штук надовго. Де велика битва. Ну, от і рано. Ну я ж відходжу в сторону, то, Борис, що тут по этой агрессии? Тихіше. Це виходить. Ня. Ти ще осталось. Сейчас я тоже вызывал. Ой-ой-ой. Я его хотел раз. Валю ее. О. А плащ у меня какие-то, ага. Ого. Ого, як епічний бой. Ну що, ще завалим. Не може нічого заникнути даже від цього. Що за бред? Я ще щось можу зробити? А может и шарики нужно по нему стрелять? Какие-то стоя. А ну все. Сейчас подивимся. Ну я зажимаю перекатту, а. Ну, да, вот так, да, я думаю. Если все понятно, что робить тут. Все, собираем все штуки. А просто босс простый. Сейчас собираем. Тихіше, тихіше. Що ти б'єш? Не, блядь. Ого, це я не спів. Свої гіроти. Та тут самі до... Ты вот так не хочешь? О, купили пособираются штуки, шарики. Понял. Не спи. Ну, не, блядь. Все, рассыпался.
What a relief. Another pensive.
Ну, че мне дала шмотку хуже, чем она была?
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable.
То, что я говорил, Ален. То, что я говорил.
My father isn't getting better.
Это то, что я говорил
I
тебе.
don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need
pretty pillars. He needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Revelio.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Так, ну щоб сюди далі продвинулися. Би то було цікаво.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
That there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies, yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them. Revelio. I should ask Sirona at the Three Broomsticks.
Spectacular news! The broom upgrade's ready. Ha! Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Revelio. Revelio.
Sometimes I wish someone would.
Revelio.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that. And now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I enjoy my
Hogsmeade is the only raw wizarding village.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why
My
that
aunt says I should get to Hogsmeade as often as... I'm going to have to use Accio to get... Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Revelio.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see?
Revelio. Revelio.
Got it.
Revelio. 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 Leviosa. Incendio. Revelio.
Any spell. Why can't students see that?
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary. I couldn't agree more. We haven't been down to the boathouse.
Muzzle sports seem about as exciting as a bomb porridge.
Hogwarts Professor Duncan. Good and glad to Hogsmeade and not one of those provincial hamlets.
That young otter dibble flatback.
I'll say it again.
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet. Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck!
I thought Susan was once the victim of a indulgence at school. If Mr. Pippin hadn't had freshly brewed cure for boils on hand, I don't know what we would have done. That man is a saint.
Hogsmeade's always charming, of course, but Christmas, well, in my view, there's nowhere more beautiful. Happiest day of my life was when my wife and I found out my daughter was a witch. Was the greatest duelist in history. Mind where you put your hands if you visit Dog Week's death house. I was in there the other day, nearly lost the plot. I do wonder that more families don't have house elves. They do seem to enjoy the work. Sometimes I wonder if they really need respecting secrecy. I'd be nice to reach out to the muggles for a change. What's more powerful than the dark arts? Not even God, I reckon, was the greatest duelist in history.
Huh? There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsea might get an answer about these butterflies. Oh well, look what we have here. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you. That's good news. He seems very nice. He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Ugh, stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush. Just as you did with Gerald. Her nasals really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst, over here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well, lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Beetle the Bard is a bit too heavy-hearted for my taste.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendelle that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for Broomflight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races. You're back. Nice to see you.
Off to the races, then. No, I swear I won't be wasting your time. Stole from me. Brilliant!
did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell before taking it out into the world. Places. There you go. Catching them quickly.
What are you up to now?
I'd imagine the Hufflepuff Common Room.
Hello again. Were you able to get to Honeydew?
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywig stings.
You got them! Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whizbeer.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not! From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. We are fortunate to have us. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon. Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart. or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora. Well done! You're in. Remember, use a dissolution. Revelio.
This is a restricted castle.
Revelio.
The fact caught you sneaking about, didn't I?
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Loyalists are preparing for a
Hello,
rebellion.
Mora.
Pug, I don't think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone? Troll. Because they're used to a prefect that way. I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. Let's see how it goes. You know you can't do that. I'd bet my bag.
Lumos. Accio. Levin.
That had better not be another student.
Students in the hospital on account of my venomous tentacula.
Revelio.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
I wouldn't be a prefect if I didn't support.
I hope there are no students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment.
Potato!
Begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terrible.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff? Ravenclaw?
and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
Best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? hope to see you again sometime.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
another adventure, are we?
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Always late, that Pippin.
Madame Luong, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's Potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a Knut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Ha! Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
And what do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora.
Revelio. Revelio. Always been keen on Keenbridge. Hang on to your valuables, that's all I'll say. Revelio.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is